Just the confidence that in our ability, the confidence in our ability to play the way we've been practicing, and that it can be successful.
You guys, heading into that weekend, there were questions about whether you could put the puck in the back of the net. 9 goals in 2 games, I think, maybe silenced some of those doubters. What was different about this weekend, and what do you need to do to keep that moving forward?
Well, I think we believed internally that we had the ability to score. We had to take more of a top of the crease mentality, and the 4 goals on Saturday night were all within a foot of the net. So you've got to get there. You've got to be willing to pay a price to get there. And when our guys do that, then we can be successful. And you know, we talked about it, we practiced it, but more importantly, we did it in the game.
When you're fighting and fighting and fighting to get the results, and then you get them, how do you make sure you stay at that top and keep fighting going forward, and not say, oh well, we're just a good team now?
Yeah. You want to take that confidence and build on it, but you also want to talk with our team about how we stay hungry, what it means to show up and have one mindset that we're going to prove that we're good or prove that you're not bad. Everybody has a different approach to it, but when we get there on Friday night, we want to have our team play really hungry and have that hunger drive our play. And you know, so the recipe's in the locker room. I mean, you talk about it, you give them opportunities to be fresh and recharged, and you also drive them hard, because that's what it takes to win on the weekend.
Everyone had to have a pretty good weekend, but Lyndon was one of them. What did you see out of him and what he was able to do for you back there? Yeah,
I thought his best period was the first period Friday night, which just kept, we were very poor as a team, and he kept us in there. He kept it at 2-0. He made saves at key times, and winning it's a funny thing, the script on how to win games, and it's timely saves, it's timely goals, and those were in our favor. So Lyndon was a key piece of our team with those timely saves on the weekend.
How important will he continue to be for you guys going forward? The goalie always is, but for him, having the experience now that he's had, to be a calming, steady influence for you.
Yeah, he has the opportunity to be a big-time goaltender, and you know, he doesn't get all the credit, he doesn't get all the blame when you lose, but he's really important. Every goalie on every team is the most important player, and Lyndon, for us, you can see it. I mean, he made the stops, he got the wins, and now he gets the accolades. So he'll just, I mean, he's a worker. He's a very level-headed, focused young man who, you know, he's going to do his best regardless of the circumstances, and that's what we've come to count on.
Heading into the season, especially the conference season, I don't think a lot of people would have you pegged at the top. And I know that it's still very early, just a couple of games into this. That being said, you have another couple of conference games that you could potentially keep this thing rolling. Clarkson has had your number the last couple of years, especially last season. You guys weren't able to score against them in 3 games. So what makes them so tough, and how do you change that?
Well, they're a good team, and they're well coached, and every year is a new year. I mean, you see trends, which is, again, more for people outside the locker room, but inside the locker room, we want to do the same things we've been doing. Play fast, play with transition, get to the top of the crease, break out quickly. If we do those things, we can be in any game against any opponent. We know we have to get scoring by committee. If you look up and down our roster, you know, Hazy's at the top, but guys are contributing up and down the lineup. So the recipe doesn't change. The history is gone, and we have an opportunity this year to win a game on Friday night, to get to 3-0 in ECAC play.
Especially when you're playing those teams from the North Country, playing them at home for this first series. When it's a tough trip for them, does it make these games more critical when you have them in your home building? Every game is so critical. I mean, it's only 2 points, right? It's 2 points that if you can get them on a night, that you can never be taken away. They're there forever, and you know, we're talking about a 4-hour trip being a tough trip. What's tough is that is how we play, is how other teams play, and you go into somebody's building and you get their best. And that's what makes trips tough when you're on the road in an uncomfortable environment. But we're going to expect Clarkson's best. They're a good team. They had some success last year. This is a new year, and we want to stay on our roll. How much have you talked about defending home ice as being something that you want this program to do?
I want to win every game. I want to be great every game. I love the environment when we were winning. I love to build on that stuff, and home ice just happens to be the next game.
Yeah, I think we discovered that we're definitely a team that can compete with anyone on the ice any given night, and that as far as goal scoring goes, that we need to get more shots on net, and when we get more shots on net and more bodies to the net, pucks are going to end up going in for us, and they did this weekend.
Obviously 2 wins is huge, but what was the biggest part about that weekend kind of going forward? Was it maybe some confidence that you guys got?
Oh, for sure. I mean, we've been working really hard, and we haven't really been getting the results we've wanted all the way up. And then going into that weekend against a big rival like Union, finally getting some wins in 2 huge games for us is a huge confidence boost, and it's something we're going to carry going forward.
I was going to say, how do you carry that? Because obviously 1 week to the next doesn't exactly translate. You still have to work and you still have to get better. So how do you move forward here?
You just go out and have fun. You enjoy the game every single night, and you know, when things are going your way and you're having fun, and now that you have that little confidence, you just keep working hard, doing all the little things, and hopefully you keep putting wins together. Still
so early in the season, but what are you liking out of this team? You've been on this team for a couple of years now, and it hasn't had the results that you've wanted. So now maybe getting a bit of momentum here. What do you like?
I mean, I just like the effort everyone has. Every single day, everyone's out there working their hardest. They get out there as early as they can before practice, get a little extra work in, and everyone's just playing with such heart right now. It's just great to watch, and you can really feel it on the bench and in the room.
Another conference weekend for you guys. St. Lawrence first up, I believe. Other way around? Sorry, my bad.
It's okay.
That being said, those 2 teams, what are you expecting out of them?
Oh, they're going to be very hardworking teams. They're going to put pucks deep, look to get in our end and go to work and fire as many shots on net as they can, and we're going to be ready for it and hopefully push the momentum the other way and have a great weekend again.
Playing in this building, how much of a boost is that?
Oh, it's amazing. We have one of the best fan bases in the league, and you can hear them on every single play, so it's absolutely a momentum booster for us for sure.
I think that heading into the season, really, but especially the conference season, a lot of people wouldn't peg you to be at the top of the standings here. It's still early, but that's where you guys are. How do you stay there?
We got to continue to work hard. We got to do all the little things that we've been working on in practice, whether that's getting bodies to the net or pucks to the net. And if we continue to do that, there's no reason we can't continue to win games in our division and hopefully stay at the top.
Do you feel like this culture is shifting at this point now?
Oh, 100%. We're very vocal in the room. We have our key pillars that we talk about every single day, and you can definitely see there's a change going on, so it's great.